Well, good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Sports and East Brunswick High School Boys Soccer. Hi, I'm John Meggiolaro. Tonight bringing you the East Brunswick St. Joe's game from J. Doyle Field. A beautiful evening out here. A game that both teams have long waited for. East Brunswick comes in 11-0, first in the GMC Red. St. Joe's coming in at 10-1-1. As you look on your screen in the far upper left-hand corner, you'll see a grouping of both players and parents. And tonight they're going to introduce the senior players and parents, and we will do the honors of introducing them to you tonight as well. We're getting ready. The first player to come out will be Jeff Aaron and his mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Roger Aaron. Secondly will be Jaffer Aftab and Mr. and Mrs. Ahmad. Next up will be Matt, Anita, and Marshall Cohen.
Next we will have Matt Cohen and Anita and Marshall Cohen.
Next group will include Walter Danley and Mr. and Mrs. Walter Danley.
Next we will have Walter Danley and Mr. and Mrs. Walter Danley.
Next is Rob de Guzman and Mr. and Mrs. Danny de Guzman.
Next we'll have Bob de Guzman and Mr. and Mrs. Danny de Guzman.
Scott Eber and his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Herb Eber, are next. And again, these are seniors. This is the last time they'll be playing in this sport for East Brunswick High School, and it's a nice touch. If you followed us on Channel 8 football, the football players do this as well. Next we have Matt Fernstein and Dr. Mark Fernstein and Ms. Carol Fernstein.
Next we'll have Matt Firestein and
I'm sorry, Firestein.
and Ms. Carol Firestein.
Alex Gaffin and Mr. and Mrs. Gaffin are up next.
Next we'll have Alex Gaffin and Mr. and Mrs. Gaffin.
Jeff Gershoff and Mr. and Mrs. Gershoff will follow the Gaffins.
Now we'll have Jeff Gershoff and Mr. and Mrs. Gershoff.
Next will be Scott Henkin and Mr. and Mrs. Joel Henkin.
Next we will have Scott Hankin and Mr. and Mrs. Joel Hankin.
Mike Karolewski and Mr. and Mrs. Charles Karolewski will follow.
Next we will have Mike Karolewski and Mr. and Mrs. Charles Karolewski.
Following the Karolewskis will be Tom Kolakowski and Mr. and Mrs. Michael Kolakowski.
Next we will have Tom Kolakowski and Mr. and Mrs. Michael Kolakowski.
Eric Coons and Mr. and Mrs. Coons are next.
Next we will have Eric Kuntz and Mr. and Mrs. Kuntz.
Brian Lisecki and Mrs. Carol Lisecki.
Next we will have Brian Lisecki and Mrs. Carol Lisecki.
Matt Tharney and Mr. and Mrs. Tharney are next.
Next we will have Matt Tharney and Mr. and Mrs. Tharney.
And Mr. Tharney is absent. And last but certainly not least is Mike Tuckman and Mr. Stu Tuckman and Mrs. Janet Halpern.
Next we will have Mike Tuckman and Mr. Stu Tuckman and Mrs. Janet Halpern.
Again, seniors for East Brunswick High School's varsity boys soccer team being introduced with their parents. A nice tribute to both the athletes and their parents tonight here right before the East Brunswick St. Joe's game. And as they are spanning across the field, see many of the parents obviously quite proud, as well they should be. And they'll soon move over to the stands and get ready for the start of this game. And we'll be back in just a moment to start the game for you. Well, we're about ready to go. East Brunswick's players are being introduced on the field. Number 10 is DeGuzman. 20 is Mike Tuckman. 19 is Eric Kuntz. Number 7 is Brian Lasicki. Number 22, Scott Eber. Number 15, Matt Cohen. Matt Thorney, number 23. Walt Danley, number 14. Number 16, Alex Gaffin. And number 12, Scott Hankin. And as you know, the Bears are coached by Dan Hastings. Team captains for East Brunswick, and they have a number of them. Rob DeGuzman, Scott Eber, Alex Gaffin, Jeff Gershoff, Matt Thorney, and John Archer. I'm sorry, Matt Thorney. John Archer is not a captain. And they rotate those captain's roles, if you will, throughout the season. Again, a big game for East Brunswick as well as St. Joe's. East Brunswick leading the GMC Red Division. They come in with an unblemished 11-0 mark. St. Joe's 10-1-1, and their only loss to this East Brunswick team 2-1 in a game that was packed with thrills and excitement. And so St. Joe's comes in looking for a little revenge. They can upset the apple cart. This is certainly for the GMC title. And talking with Coach Hastings before the game, he said that if East Brunswick were to lose this one, it would come down to the Stevens game, which they play tomorrow. But certainly his focus and our focus as well is tonight here with St. Joe's. And it should be a real shootout. Captains are out on the field for the Bears with the officials. Should be a loud crowd and probably a good-sized crowd coming in. Again, seniors were introduced with their parents to start off this game. So a lot of emotion here. It's always a traditional rivalry, East Brunswick and St. Joe's, and it should be no different tonight. As you may have guessed, I'm working alone tonight. We're hoping that Lou Kossa, the coach of the girls team, will come up and join me at some point. The girls had a game this afternoon, and as soon as Lou can get here, he promised that he would. So up until that time, I will carry you along as you see the Bears out in their huddle before the game. And we're just a few minutes away from getting this underway. 4 20-minute quarters is what this is all about. East Brunswick ranked in the top 20 in the state. Actually, they're number 6 in the state. Again, an indication of the strength of this soccer program. Historically, has been strong. And over the last several years, the girls as well have dominated the area, and if not the state. So this should be a good one. St. Joe's comes in the white jerseys, East Brunswick in the home green. East Brunswick will be moving right to left as we start action. And a good crowd coming in to see it. As we mentioned, this is a big one. And St. Joe's will start it off. Obviously, you can see the yard markers or yard lines on the field of East Brunswick football team played here yesterday afternoon. And it may be hard to pick up the yellow lines designating the soccer area. Ball going back and forth. East Brunswick has it on a throw-in. And you're going to see two outstanding defensive teams. Scoring probably will be low. But time will tell. Underway, first period, East Brunswick St. Joe's from J. Doyle Field. Beautiful evening for soccer here. Karolewski on a good kick. Bears looking to get something going early. The field is wet. I was down there just before the game. It's very slippery. So we'll not be surprised to see players sliding and falling. More importantly, it'll be interesting to see how the goalies handle it, since they are, in fact, the only ones that can touch the ball. Tharney trying to get something going, looking for some help. Goes out to the right wing. He had Eber out there. St. Joe's trying to clear it out. And de Guzman moving it around. Bad pass there. St. Joe's, good defensive play by Gaffin. Coons trying to get into the center. Again, St. Joe's right there. St. Joe's looking to put some pressure now. So far, some great execution by both teams. And a lot of energy and anxiety as we start this opening period. 17:30 left first period, no score, East Brunswick St. Joe's. Guzman will get it back to Karolewski. Good kick. They're going to call a push. That was on Eber. Gaffin. They'll call it. He was taken out, no doubt about it. And the crowd's right in this game early. Bears looking to mount some offense. They'll call it against Eber. It'll go over to St. Joe's. And the crowd doesn't like that call. I think we're going to see a lot of pushing and shoving, particularly if the score gets real close, real tight game. That's the nature of this rivalry.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a car in the parking lot, an old station wagon, 852 your license.
Tharney controlling it for East Brunswick. He'll drop it back now. It's Coons looking down the middle. He's got a man. Cohen had a little trouble controlling it. Tharney in the middle will take a shot. High and wide. So the first shot on goal for East Brunswick. As you can see, a lot of pushing going on. They're going to call Tharney. Took his legs out. Ball position is in question. Now they get it straight. So East Brunswick will drop back to play defense. East Brunswick on the throw in. So far, I would have to say it's been about even, the play. Neither team having a real threat as yet. Gaffin looking to center it. And the pickup will be made by Santo Pietro. East Brunswick unofficially 2 shots on goal. St. Joe's is yet to take one. They have a little breakaway here, though. It also looks like they have an offside. Here we go. Shot, blocked. Great block by Karolewski. That was number 5 for St. Joe's. Talty, he brought it all the way down. Karolewski came out to meet him. There'll be a corner kick. And East Brunswick able to get it out. So great piece of defense by the Bears. Henkin trying to chase it down. Great ball control by Danley. Little give and go. Henkin getting a little tied up. He had Dantley streaking by him, but East Brunswick will have it on the throw in. It'll go to the Bears. If we get the chance, we'll give you some background information on each of these players as provided by Coach Hastings. Some outstanding athletes as well as outstanding students make up this East Brunswick team. Right now, 11:53 remains, no score. St. Joe's trying to penetrate. And they're gonna call a push. I think it was on Eber. Now they're calling 20, Mike Tuckman. St. Joe's setting up. Try to loop it over. The head won't go, and it's cleared by East Brunswick. Looked like a handball there. Nothing called, and Karolewski will pick it up. Hanley on the steal. Looking across to Tharney. Over to Eber. Cohen trying to get to it. East Brunswick. Ooh. Off the chest. Trying to see who that is. I think it was off the chest of Eber. I'll go over to St. Joe's. Danley on the header. St. Joe's will keep it. Shot cleared out by Tharney. Heads up play by number 7, Vasecki. That's got to put the fear of God though in coaches. St. Joe's just unable to get tracked offensively. East Brunswick's had a few opportunities. Bad pass there, no one, Danley unable to get to it. There's a steal by Gaffin, and he was literally tackled from behind. Kirkup, number 25, pulled him by the shirt. The official finally calling it. Crowd rather vocal. Danley on the kick. San Pietro will field it though. A little too far. Right idea. And East Brunswick has opened aggressively here this first period. 8:37 remaining. No score. Bears in the dark green, the home green. St. Joe's in the white. Last time these two teams met, the game wasn't decided until the final minutes. And we may be seeing a repeat of that here tonight. As though he tripped over his own man, but they call it against East Brunswick. And so St. Joe's will have an opportunity to try to put some pressure on the Bears. Again, East Brunswick able to clear it out. Oh, they called Kuntz for a push there. Shot. Shot wide, and East Brunswick's defense has just been tenacious. .6:30 left here in the first period. Danley's kick goes out of bounds. Play has slowed down just a bit. And it started off pretty frenetically. Corner. Bowwig centers, header just wide. Nothing Karolewski could do on that. It was that quick. But East Brunswick dodges a bullet. East Brunswick comes in with an unbeaten 11-0 record. St. Joe's 10-1-1. Says something about the quality of these two teams. East Brunswick rated 6th in the state of New Jersey. They lead the GMC Red Division, and this is an important game here. Here come the Bears. Again, miscues are hurting their ability to push it down. But their defense has been outstanding. As evidenced by that. And they're able to keep it out of their end and lay it down. Tharney, great lead pass. It's Frank Pepe, number 8, who's come into the game. Danley, across, shot, goal, East Brunswick! Scott Eber from the right wing, 4-11. Scott Eber puts East Brunswick on top, 1-0, 4:11 of the first period. And so we'll start it all over again. I'm sorry, they said Danley scored the goal. My apologies. No, I think I'm correct. I think it was Eber who scored the goal. I'll leave it at Scott Eber. I thought it was Eber. And I'm pleased to say that Lou Kossa, head coach of the girls varsity soccer team, has joined me up here in the booth. Lou, welcome.
Thank you, John. Wasn't easy getting here.
How'd the girls do today?
We snuck one out, 3-0.
Over
Cedar Ridge.
Cedar Ridge. Record goes now to 12-0.
12-0, yes, sir.
Lou, I don't know if you saw it, but Scott Eber put one in from the right corner, 4:11 in the first period. East Brunswick is on top, 1-0.
Yeah, I saw it just as I walked in. I caught the goal. It was an outstanding goal. Never gave up on it. Just came straight down that wing.
Lou, you certainly can help me out in this in terms of the technical side. What type of offense is Dan Haston using? Is it similar to what you employ?
Well, I believe he's in a 4-4-2, which puts 2 strikers up front and they overlap their halfbacks.
Yeah.
And that was, from what I saw, a good overlap.
It looks as though both teams are well balanced and evenly matched. St. Joe's by no means a slouch in the sport. And just to give you a little background why we have a change of possession here, Scott Eber is, as I said, is a team captain, a senior in the striker position, looking at the University of Massachusetts and Miami University of Ohio as 2 possible schools. He's been playing soccer for about 10 years. Certainly one of his expectations is to win the counties and certainly the states. We mentioned that there's some students, and outstanding students on this team. Scott is one. He's carrying a GPA of 3.4. We get a moment, we'll run down some of these other individuals that play for East Brunswick High School. Right now, the Bears on top with 1:10 left here in the first period. 1-0. Look, I've been impressed by the defense East Brunswick has shown. St. Joe's had one opportunity on a header, it went wide, but other than that, they've really been shut down.
They pretty much dominated then, huh? Well, East Brunswick is a very good defensive ball club. Historically, some of the better athletes are played in the back.
I'd like to explore that with you. Do you put your better athletes on defense? Do you try to do that as a coach, or depending on the rest of the team and where you might need them?
I pretty much like to be strong down the center. If I have a good sweeper and a good stopper, then I feel that, you know, we're going to control the defense pretty much. You always like to have those 1 or 2 racehorses up front, though.
Yeah. I've been impressed thus far with the leadership, if you will, of Matt Tharney. That'll end the first period at J. Doyle Field. The Bears on top 1-0. Again, the score coming at 4:11 by Scott Eber, number 22. And we'll have a break in the action here. Lou St. Joe's, they do anything unexpected out there, or a team that everyone's quite familiar with?
Well, this is the first time I've seen them play this year. And if they're like they have been in the past, you can expect a very aggressive ball game. They'll play pretty much like East Brunswick does. They'll try to move the ball up, look for openings, and capitalize on whatever they can.
See East Brunswick down on the field with Coach Hastings. Philosophy different in coaching girls versus boys in terms of strategy, on the field strategy?
I hope not.
You don't want to know, right?
At this point in time, I really don't think so. You get your big games, and it's pretty much the same type of situation.
We're getting ready for the second period here. East Brunswick in the lead, 1-0 over a tough St. Joe's team. I would have to say that East Brunswick pretty much dominated that first quarter. St. Joe's certainly having an opportunity, ball going wide, but East Brunswick really put the pressure on them, and their defense, as we've talked about thus far, has been outstanding. We're remain to be seen whether East Brunswick can keep that pressure up. Certainly, I don't think conditioning is a factor for East Brunswick, and
I don't think conditioning is going to be a problem for either team. This is one of the so-called games of the year, and they're both out there. They'll take no prisoners tonight.
And we can't emphasize the importance of this game. East Brunswick 11-0, St. Joe's is 10-1-1. A loss here by East Brunswick would, in effect, put both teams at a tie for the GMC Red. And a county and state tournament coming up. Certainly, East Brunswick wants to go in with the best record in terms of gaining the better seeding.
Well, this is also a big game as far as the conference tournament. The seeding meeting is tomorrow night, and it will include today's game also. So it's a big game for both teams.
East Brunswick changing ends of the field. They'll be now moving left to right on your screen in the dark jerseys. That's Eber, who scored in the first period. He's taken down by Ludwig. And it'll go over to East Brunswick. Number 8 for St. Joe's, Ballweg, coming in and breaking up any chance East Brunswick might have had there. Eber bumped out of bounds. Though I mentioned that as the game progresses, I think this is going to get a little rougher and rougher because of what's at stake and the history and tradition between these two schools.
There's no doubt in my mind you're going to see some physical activity out there tonight.
And a good crowd on hand. They've really come in and are here supporting this team, a very vocal group. They don't miss much in terms of calls by the officials.
Definitely not. You're
calls by the coach.
You got a very knowledgeable crowd in East Brunswick, and St. Joe's too.
Yeah, and by the way, St. Joe's side has a nice following. I've seen less at football games, quite honestly.
Yes, definitely.
Pace is slowed down. Both teams looks as though they're trying to get settled a little bit, try to work some plays, find some open men. It's Kuhn's 19, playing good defense. Gaffin taken down. They'll call it. Lou, there's set plays around this particular play. I mean, you loft it.
Well, you have quite a few options off it. One of the things is just like they did is to chip the ball over top and try to get somebody coming in on a diagonal. Other times you'll see him back pass and try to get a shot from the center. Your good percentage shot probably is the chip shot.
Well, the header goes wide. But East Brunswick is dominating both on the scoreboard and on the field. Kuhn's looking for someone, tries to center it for Tharney. Tharney picks it up, still going with it. Centers it across. That was Pepe, number 8. Tried to get a foot on it. But it'll go over to St. Joe's. Game's too quick to do a play-by-play.
Yeah, I just started thinking the same thing.
Very difficult. Clock is running, 15:10 left here in the second period. East Brunswick on top, 1-0. Bad throw in for East Brunswick. Not much action, going back and forth.
Well, right now it's a battle of who's going to control midfield, and that's where most of your big players are going to come from the midfield spot. And whoever controls that should have the better of the play as we go along. Last 5 minutes or so has been pretty much East Brunswick controlling that center field, and that's where they're getting their opportunities from.
Gaffin taken down, so it'll go over to East Brunswick. This will be Eber trying to put a foot on it. East Brunswick not been that crisp on the passing tonight, although it's been there when they needed it. They're seeing some great ball handling.
Nice play right there defensively.
That was Gaffin. I'm sorry, Tuckman, Mike Tuckman, number 20.
Right now, when you see East Brunswick push the ball back like that, they're just trying to open the field to play up, get St. Joe's to come to them. Doesn't look like St. Joe's going for it. They're staying back pretty much. I think they respect the speed now.
I think East Brunswick has the speed on the outside, and in the middle it seems fairly even. But when I played soccer, the emphasis was always to the wings. It seems to have switched over the last several years.
Yeah, pretty much. Most of the teams from midfield are getting center conscious. They try to get that push pass through and beat the sweeper and work from there. You see a defensive ball game, that's when you have to use your wings.
A little holding going on. No call. St. Joe's is yet to mount any serious threat. Almost content to play defense here for a while.
Nice move right there by
That's Danley.
Danley.
Good cross.
It's a little bit too far. That'd been a good opportunity.
Pepe, number 8, can't catch up to it. So East Brunswick still in a position. And no one there. Tuckman looking for someone in the center. St. Joe's a little slow coming up. Eber steals it away. East Brunswick looking to set something up. Both players pushing there. And they'll call it against St. Joe. Well, actually out of bounds. It'll go over to East Brunswick. No call on the pushing.
You're not going to get too many calls when they're going shoulder to shoulder like that.
I think the officials
are going
at
to let
least
them play tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say, from what we've seen, they're going to let them play. That's the way it should be. You don't want it to be decided by the officials. So I know watching you, you've never had a beef with the officials.
No, I sort of like to stay away from them as much as I can. You get them a little excited like that, and the next call definitely goes against you every time.
Santo Pietro gets it out. And St. Joe's is not coming to the ball at all.
They're a little flat-footed right now. East Brunswick winning every ball up in the air.
.9:30 left second period. East Brunswick on top 1-0. Opportunity shot. San Pietro puts it down though. It was taken by Pepe, number 8.
That was an outstanding shot, beating the fullback and getting a quick shot off. That's when you catch the keeper by surprise. As soon as you break by their fullback and get a quick shot off.
He was hooked. That was Coons who was hooked. And East Brunswick on the move again. Tharney centering it. Pepe can't come up. And Santo Pietro comes out for the save.
If you're an East Brunswick fan, that's one of the things to look for with East Brunswick. They'll come down, they'll cross the ball, try to get it to the opposite side for an overlap from their halfback.
Great defense by Danley.
I'm sorry, Coons. A little too great at that time.
He got caught.
Here's the opportunity. If you have any plays in your playbook, this is the spot to put them. Your directs and indirects from outside the 18 there. The trouble.
Oh, here's a shot. Great play.
Oh, good hustle, still alive. Oh.
Karolewski hangs in there, gets up off the ground to get the ball away from the net.
Good defense there, good hustle both parts, and some gutsy goalkeeping right there.
And we have an injured East Brunswick player. That's de Guzman.
Pile up like that, that shins, ankles, knees, anything you want to pick, that's where you're getting hit.
Lou, you're a goalie. You only have a split second to decide whether to come out or stay in. What is the tendency? You want him to come out?
On something like that, yeah. Cut the angle down, make him put a good shot down. That's all reaction.
Yeah. You don't teach it. You either have it or you don't. Right?
Exactly. You got to make the break. If not, you got to just wait for the ball to come to you. Can't be hesitant, though. If you come, you have to come.
That's
if you
right.
stay back, you just have to play your position.
And Phil Hosser walking off with de Guzman, holding his thigh. He was part of that pileup.
That's a spot you don't want to get too many injuries in, that sweeper spot, because that's a very important position.
Tuckman will kick it away for East Brunswick.
Sweeper's like a goalkeeper with no hands. He's got to make the decision and go get the ball. If he decides, he's got to go get it. See a couple more of those chops like that, you're going to see a card coming out soon. So officials will have to gain control of the game. Starting to happen a little too often here right now. There's danger.
Oh! Karolewski, what a grab. What guts.
Got a timeout down here. Officials pulling the card out like we just got done saying.
Lou, is there any argument that in the going for the ball, or it's the goalie's territory there?
Well, goalie has no territory, but once he has his hand on the ball, it's considered possession. And if you crank him up, more times than not, they'll pull the card on you. Normally, an official or both officials will give you a warning before the game starts and tell you that, here's your first warning. Don't charge into the goalkeeper. And,
I think you're right. They're trying to take control now.
that was a little too aggressive.
And Mike Karolewski in goal has made 2 phenomenal plays in the last 3 minutes. And East Brunswick keeps its lead 1-0.
There's a beautiful ball right there to that wing.
St. Joe's able to get it out, but East Brunswick will have it on the throw-in. We're down to 5:50 here in the second period. Some heavy-duty action down at the East Brunswick end. They're holding on to their shutout thus far. Tharney gonna have an opportunity here for East Brunswick. Tries to chip it over. Still alive. Back outside. Gershoff missing. Now St. Joe's on the move. And de Guzman comes back. I'm sorry, that's
John Archer. That was a great play by John.
Yeah, John Archer, number 18. Snuffs out a break by St. Joe's as we move inside of 5 minutes.
Hey, John doesn't make that play. They had 3-on-2 coming down the middle. That could have been trouble.
So St. Joe's is cranking it up here in the last few minutes, trying to get on the board.
Two evenly matched teams like this, it's just a matter of momentum. If you pick it up, those couple minutes, 3-4 minutes are yours, and then turns around. Inevitably, it turns around on you. You get caught up, they get the adrenaline flowing, and
I think the difficult thing about soccer is, as a coach, I mean, you're on the sidelines, you could see things happening like we're doing tonight. It's hard to make that transition right in the game, though.
I'd be an All-American if I did everything that I did from the sidelines. So easy to see.
Yeah.
There's
Gershoff,
a play.
he's got it by himself, right side.
Took a little too much time with it.
Hesitated just a moment and gave Rich Malouf, some time to catch up to him.
He keeps going in on an angle. He had it set. Had the man beat.
Should have headed toward the goal then.
Right into the post. You beat that halfback, you go right to the post. I don't think he had the ball on his foot well enough to make the play. Here's one of the things East Brunswick does really well with their throw-ins. They have a play. This kid can throw a ball.
Archer, great toss.
Just like a corner kick.
Now we'll go to the corner. Archer partially blocked.
Official let him get away with one there. You're not supposed to charge the ball. Once he gives you the 10 yards, you're supposed to stay there until it's kicked. But he snuck a couple yards that time. Distracted the kicker.
Down to 2:20, second period. 1-0 is our score. East Brunswick St. Joe's.
There's an opportunity. Still there. Oh, nice play. Another nice play. Here's trouble. 3-on-2.
St. Joe's coming down, out to the wing. That's Bellwig. He can't control it. Centers it across. Whoa, Karolewski pulls it down, and that ball is wet, as we've said.
As the night gets longer on here, gets cooler, that really gets slick out there. That ball takes some funny bounces on you.
East Brunswick will be content to take their time. Clock is in their favor. St. Joe's, on the other hand, needs to crank it up.
I think for St. Joe's to do right now, even if they don't score, is to establish something. Whether it be the outside or a couple fast breaks, just to get East Brunswick thinking a little bit, you know, give them a little something to worry about. What they don't want to do is get caught up.
There we go. Archer a little over anxious. Actually, it looked as though he was going into the St. Joe's player and not the ball.
I think initially you got the player, and then St. Joe's man took a little offense to it, and they had a few words there.
Down to 35 seconds.
I see the Guzman's back. That's a good sign.
St. Joe's shot, Bellwig wide of the goal with 20 seconds. So the last 8 minutes of this period have really been filled with action at both ends of the field.
I think it evened up a little bit the last part of the period.
St. Joe's looking a little ragged, a little tired there to start the second period. Has come on strong, and that'll do it here. It'll be halftime at J. Doyle Field. The Bears on top, 1-0. And we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. The third period, and the teams weren't waiting for us at all. They started rather quickly, but we're back. Lou, if you're Dan Hastings, do you need to change anything?
If I'm Danny Hastings, I stand there right now and say, Whatever you've been doing right, keep doing it. Just keep going to the ball. Don't play defensive. Keep the attack on them, and that's all you can do. I thought they played a real good half.
They did. They played an outstanding half, leading 1-0. And St. Joe's, I guess, maybe be more aggressive.
Well, I think the first 5 minutes of this period is going to set the tone for St. Joe's. They got to come out and do something. Not East Brunswick gets the adrenaline flowing, and they're in trouble.
East Brunswick leads 1-0 to start the third period. Bears in the home green. They're moving right to left on your screen.
Coming at ball.
St. Joe's coming out a little more energized than we saw in the second period, although they did come on strong near the end.
East Brunswick just has to stay away from getting complacent. It's trying to sit in that 1-goal lead. I don't think 1 goal is going to hold up.
And Lou, as you said before, both teams again looking to establish position on the field. They want either the middle or the outside. I'm not sure St. Joe's knows what they want at the moment.
They're still looking for a spot. They haven't found one. The only thing they have done this first part of this period, they're getting to the ball a lot quicker than East Brunswick is, and that wasn't the way it was.
Sometimes halftime or a break in the action does kind of zap that momentum.
Yeah, it could take it out of you for a while. You tell these kids have watched a lot of European soccer. Whenever the whistle blows, they got their hands up in the air pointing in the other direction, trying to catch a call on it.
Ludwig for St. Joe's.
There's danger.
Okay. Tharney gets it out on the header. East Brunswick looking to spread it out a little. So far, they haven't been able to. And another bad pass. So far, all the action been down the East Brunswick end of the field. If you're Coach Hastings, I'm sure he can't be happy about that.
Definitely not. There's danger.
Shot wide right. Shot taken by Hercom, number 25.
That's the funny thing about coaching soccer. Basketball and the other times you call a timeout and say, hey, you know, look, we got to do something. Here, stand on the side, yell 100 yards across the field.
Well, that's what I was alluding to before. I mean, you know, you're seeing something from the sidelines as we see it up here. And for the kids, it's just reaction, reaction, reaction. And you hope maybe you can get a substitute in who can get the word out that, hey, let's exploit the middle or whatever. St. Joe's opportunity off Corlo.
Great play by Karlewski that time.
Off his face, right off his chin. Is this kid tough or what?
He's a tough cookie. East Brunswick's definitely got to turn it up.
Well, no doubt St. Joe's had a little pep talk at halftime because they've turned it up a notch here. Whether they can maintain this pace for the entire period remains to be seen. They trail 1-0. And what a game Mike Karolewski's having in goal.
He's made some great saves so far.
Good kick.
Oh, great move.
Gaffin. Tharney getting a little bit too much hip there. The only score in this game came at 4:11 in the first period, scored by Eber, number 22, Scott Eber. And that's where we stand, 1-0. But this third period has been mainly St. Joe's. Throw in for East Brunswick. Danley. St. Joe's has got something going here.
Good play by de Guzman that time coming across.
Cut him off and the ball will go to Karolewski.
There it is.
Gaffin tripped up.
Here's where East Brunswick is dangerous, when they set their plays up.
Gatlow for St. Joe's called for the trip on Gaffin. Little chip shot. Eber running into the goalie. A little bit too much on that one, huh, Lou?
A little bit too much. I'll tell you what, the East Brunswick is probably one of the better teams around for setting up plays like that, you know, from outside. They do a great job on that. They're well schooled, and they have the skills to do a lot with the ball, such as that chip just indicated. Watch out.
Little give and go, works nicely. Tuckman sending it across.
He got that over top that time. He had the right wing over there wide open on a run.
Congested in the middle. Oh, and a lot of pushmen. Tuckman, and that's number 5 for St. Joe's, Tauntley. Ooh, that makes you nervous. That ground is wet.
Must be getting slippery out. Start spinning your wheels like that, it's got to be getting wet out there.
Also, too, I think you might want to follow up some of these kickbacks to the goalie, like that one. Thus far this period, it's been like a tug of war. Yeah, Danley a little too quick for the officials.
I think East Brunswick called the sub that time.
Gershoff coming in.
Gershaw's really sucking it up. He was injured, I guess, Friday. Twisted his ankle pretty bad. Could just about walk the other day, but doesn't look to be bothering him so far from what I've seen of him tonight.
Well, you can see East Brunswick's game is primarily in the middle. East Brunswick trying to push it in. Good defense by St. Joe's. It's the ebb and tide of this game, though. Now it's down at St. Joe's.
Turning around now.
7:50 remaining here in the third period. East Brunswick holding on to a very tenuous 1-0 lead. Gershoff. Eber right there to follow up, but good play by Santa Pietro. If you're just joining us, I'm John Meggiolaro with Lou Kossa. East Brunswick St. Joe's, big game in the GMC division. East Brunswick coming in 11-0, St. Joe's 10-1-1. And the only loss St. Joe's suffered was to East Brunswick, a 2-1 score. You see players slipping. We mentioned that grass is very wet. St. Joe's now coming back, trying to put some pressure.
It's a nice defensive play by Archer again that time. Goes to the ball very well as a defender.
Shot. Easy play for Karolewski.
No one there. Miscommunication at the time.
Spencer getting a little sloppy. There they come from the corner.
Good play right there. Good
and
defense.
Archer's right there. Gaffin's in the middle of a lot of
he's there.
Body contact. Barney down the sideline. Centers it. Danley can't get it, but Eber's there. And Eber slides by. And a whistle.
Whistle back.
Inside of 5 minutes.
That's a tough call right there. He took the advantage away from St. Joe's.
East Brunswick able to clear it out. .357 remaining, third period. Score is still 1-0 East Brunswick. And they've had to play defense this period thus far.
Nice pass.
There's Archer.
Trouble.
Off the top of the goal. No goal. Let's see what the call is. It's not a goal as the ball.
I think the ball hit up into the football standard up there.
Yeah, it hit up across what would be the crossbar in football. And I guess they consider that out of bounds.
As soon as it gets above that top part, right?
Ball actually bouncing off an East Brunswick player and going into the net. But it had been called out of bounds prior to that. So East Brunswick hold on to their 1-0 lead.
That was dangerous. That was half a step from being there.
Barney in the middle.
East Brunswick has numbers on this time.
No one there. Guzman will kick it back. Karlewski down to 2:10. Third period action from J. Doyle Field, East Brunswick St. Joe's. It's everything we thought it would be. Oh, late call there.
I think he waited to see where the advantage went that time before he made the call. After that last one.
They'll let it go. We're down to 1 minute and 10, third period. What's that all about, Lou?
Well, it's a second call. He again a little delayed on it, but I think he waited to see who had the ball before he made the call.
Anyway, East Brunswick being pinned down in their own territory all quarter. Pepe trying to get something going. Is dropped. 25 seconds.
Good play.
Gershoff centers it.
There's a goal.
Eber over the goal. He was there.
That was an outstanding play on all three people that time. They set it up very well.
And that'll end the third period. So East Brunswick stays on top, 1-0. Eber right in front. Just took it up too high over the goal. And we'll get ready for the last 20 minutes.
This will definitely not be a slow period of play.
So what do, Lou? You play defense? Or you got to go after him?
You can't play defense. You know, you could play to a certain extent and keep maybe a sweeper back or maybe one of your outside fullbacks laying back a little bit. But there's no way in the world you can give them the opportunities to come down. You got to play your same game that your kids are familiar with. And just keep playing your style.
Yeah.
Once you get away from your own style, you're in trouble.
See East Brunswick getting some instructions and encouragement from Dan Hastings. This has been a dogfight all night, as evidenced by the score, 1-0. That score coming in the first period. So we get ready for the fourth quarter. And it's been the history between these two teams. Always close matches.
Always physical matches.
Yeah.
If I were those two men out there in the black and white stripes, I'd be talking about what I was going to be looking for this period. Try to keep the game under control. Especially when you get down to that last 5-6 minutes of the game.
Well, it's interesting too, because during the initial parts of the game, the first half, in fact, they were pretty much allowing them to play the game, and now they're starting to call some after the fact fouls, and so it's going to be interesting how they react to this.
Some of those delayed calls that you see, the officials waiting to see who has possession of the ball. If St. Joe's maintains possession and keeps going toward the goal area, they'll let it slide, you know, because of the advantage rule. But then if they see that East Brunswick picks it up like 5 yards away, they'll make the call and bring it back and restart it.
Well, the crowd's getting ready. Last 20 minutes, about ready to go. And East Brunswick will now move from the left on your screen. It's been truly an outstanding game, well played by both teams. Almost like a heavyweight fight, you know. They're going into the 15th round, and it's about even, other than on the scoreboard where it counts. East Brunswick on top, 1-0. And here we go. And a push there by Tuckman.
I think it'd be interesting someday just to see how much time elapses every time they call a foul, and then the kid kicks the ball away, and then they bring the ball up and they roll it 5 yards up, just to see how much of the game is really taken away by all these.
Good point. Any major rule changes being planned for the game in high school anyway?
Not that I know of. One of the things that they've been discussing quite a bit is the flagrant foul. And, you know, people being thrown out of the games and stuff like that, red carded. It has been, I think the statistic is something like 82% of the people in the state that are ejected from a game, you know, is in soccer. And I think they're going to take a real long, hard look at some of the reasons for those red cards and why kids are being, and coaches are being, you know, thrown out of the games. You might see a more stringent rule. A red card, instead of sitting that game out, you might be sitting a couple games out.
But certainly in the GMC, you have to sit out a game if you're ejected.
Right, the game +1.
Nice save by Santo Pietro.
Like I said, if it continues like it is, I think you might even see it more than that.
Both teams starting out quick this fourth period.
Good pass here, might.
Eber slipping. Archer.
He's coming close.
I tell you, 2 times now, he's not even close to the ball. So far, East Brunswick's controlling the middle this period. More offensive-minded. In the center, Gershoff gets it out of there.
I think at this point, St. Joe's getting a little too cute for themselves. They're trying to make it too good. You know, trying to make something real nice happen instead of just playing their game.
Well, I kind of thought that about East Brunswick in that third period. The few opportunities, playing a little too much. And actually, in the first period, East Brunswick had about 4 or 5 shots on goal, and St. Joe's had 1. It's kind of evened out since then, as we have 16 minutes left in this period and in this game. One nothing score is all that separates the two teams. East Brunswick looking to go 12-0. St. Joe's to improve on their 10-1-1 record. A second loss here would really hurt them in the GMC Red for the championship. Probably would knock them out of the championship. Both losses coming to East Brunswick.
I think if East Brunswick wins this one, they clinch.
Gaffin.
There's trouble.
Goalie is knocked down. The ball's still free. Danley tries to get it up. Gotta like the hustle, though.
The hustle was great. Decision-wise, I don't know.
You mean on the goalie's part for St. Joe's?
Yeah, on the goalie's part. I think he might have came out just a little too soon because the defender was sort of shoulder to shoulder, but he got away with it.
Interesting, we haven't had any offside calls this game.
No, I don't remember one.
No.
Not since I've been here.
Which is a real peeve of mine, but I really think if there should be a rule change, that's something they need to look at.
Well, if you want to Americanize it, that's the thing to do to get more goals scored.
Yeah.
Take the offsides away if you want to play a basket hanger, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, you're losing the person. But the aficionados of the game.
Tradition. By the way, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see in your picture there, the fans along the fence. There's an excellent crowd out here for this game. That's how big and important this game is. Also, it says it's a testimony to these two outstanding teams.
Yeah, I guess just about all of St. Joe's is here. It's all their student body.
Yeah.
No homework tonight, I guess.
They'll have off tomorrow if they beat East Brunswick.
More than likely.
Here we go. East Brunswick got an opportunity.
Good chance right here.
Danley.
Good move.
If he can get back to it. Darney feeds it in, and Gaffin was going the other way.
See, there's one of the things you try not to have your kids do if they're ahead, and that is to let one man go in one-on-one and nobody follow the ball up. Perfect example right there. The ball comes outside in front of the goal, nobody there. Being a little too cautious.
Yep. I don't know who was cut down. I don't remember trying to see. 19, I believe that is Eric Kuntz. Yeah, Phil Hostler will take him off the size. Right.
That had to happen after the ball was passed away. I was watching the ball and didn't even see the contact.
And I don't see it happening a little bit. This may have been an opportunity for the officials to kind of have a quick talk with both benches and say, listen, boys, let's keep it down. It's been a good game. Let's start playing the ball. Anyway, we have 12:53 left in this game as Eric Kuntz comes off the field, getting a nice hand. He's playing an outstanding game.
Now the main thing right here is for East Brunswick to maintain their composure and not try to
retaliate
and then get called for something and have it develop into a goal.
Well, we never see this pushing and shoving in girls' games, so. And we're ready to start it up. Clock will start again. Guzman gets it out. Number 18, Panalicki for St. Joe's is, I'm sorry, that's Ballwig. He's going right up to Gershoff.
I think they're having a talk with each other about that.
Oh, and they're giving him a card. They're giving Gershoff. There's a yellow card.
Gershoff's got to do right now is just keep his mouth shut and walk away.
Now look, can Dan Hastings come on the field and...
No, Dan can't come on the field, but what happens now on the yellow card is he has to replace Gershoff. And he has to sit out.
The official missed the little foot grab by Ballwig there as Gershoff went by.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's normal, though. I know I always tell my kids, somebody knocks you down and you don't hear a whistle, don't do anything because he's going to see the second thing.
That's right, yeah.
And then you're going to get called and the other guy just walks away smiling.
It's always the case. East Brunswick defense comes alive again.
This could have sparked East Brunswick up.
Yeah, we'll see. The place is a-jumping. The fans are hot, I'll tell you that. $11:50 left in the game. Archer. And I think that was Gaffin who got it away. Or Tuckman.
Tuckman, I believe.
Okay, long hair, both of them. Danley has got some room down the left side. Tries to cross it over. Bieber. Nice pass. Tuckman.
Watch out here.
Across. Good defense by St. Joe's. Nothing is our score. We have 10 minutes left in this game, halfway through the fourth period.
Gonna start getting hectic now. One thing St. Joe's has to guard against now is they're going to be pushing up, and watch out for East Brunswick on a quick transition play.
Tuckman called.
Turn around.
That's Coons, who was limping before, back in there, makes a great defensive play. And you've got to know the energy level is up for each of these players at this point. Inside of 10 minutes now.
Watch out on this side.
Cross to the center, shot wide right. Shot by Penelicki.
Somebody on East Brunswick lost their concentration that time. You can't leave that big guy in the middle all alone. I believe he's their top scorer, isn't he?
I'm not sure, Lou, to tell you the truth. And they're right back at it again. Call a corner. East Brunswick's got to watch here. Head is wide left.
Every time there's a close game and we have a corner kick against us, I shudder.
Oh, I can imagine, sure.
Example, Westfield, the last 5 goals that they've scored against us have all been on corner kicks. Head in volley, head, you know, outright. For some reason, we just can't defend the corner kick. Nice
There
move.
we go, Gaffin. Needs a little help. He's got a man on the right side. Pepe's over there. Back to Thorny.
Here's Pepe there.
There's Pepe.
With a move on. Nice job.
He's got to go.
Bring it around.
Shot.
Nice try. Still got it.
Crossing it in front. No one's there for East Brunswick.
There it is.
Gaffin. It won't go.
He just had a little bit on that shot. That was it, because he had the keeper out of position.
Sorry, the shot wasn't by Gaffin. It was by Cohen. Just couldn't get enough foot on it. .620 now left in the game. Cross up in the air. Is it a goal?
No, it's a corner kick. He trapped it up against the
great
football
play,
goal post.
Karolewski. I'll tell you, this kid's been unbelievable tonight. I'll tell you, Lou, other than that girl from Cherry Hill East, this is the best goalie performance I've seen this year.
Karolewski definitely came to play tonight. He's doing a great job in the keep.
Oh, the coach is on the field for St. Joe's. This is a card. Goodbye.
That's
red
a red
card. My fear here, Lou, is this is going to get out of control if the coach is out.
Exactly. And like I said, the last 5-6 minutes, right? And we're right down to that point.
I mean, the last thing you want to see is the coach get the thumb. I mean, what's there left for the kids now?
Geez, I don't even know if they have anybody there.
I guess in that case, the kids are on their own, huh?
No, it can't be. It's got to be somebody from the school.
So they could they could end the game right here.
Could end right now. It could end right now.
They can't bring a parent down or a teacher.
No, he's got to be a school official, teacher, or whatever.
While all this was going on, we have a player down for East Brunswick. That's 14, Walt Danley.
I think he just has a cramp there, pull him back on his toes.
The larger issue, though, or the bigger problem for St. Joe's at the moment is coaching. It looks like there is an assistant on the side, or it could be a player, actually, or a student. It's hard to tell.
Well, the coach has to leave the area, according to the rules.
That being what, away from the bench or off the field itself?
Off the field itself.
And he's still on the sideline.
And if he gets caught coaching, they could stop the game right there technically.
Well, now the officials are talking. 5:46, and this has been a wild game. Let me tell you, not only in terms of the play on the field by both teams, but we've had the St. Joe's coach given the thumb. He's out. And we're waiting to see what's going to happen here. You see there's the coach walking away in the blue jacket. He was in our picture, and you see the two officials now discussing with, I guess, the team captain for St. Joe's. And maybe they're questioning the call on the goal. Karolewski pinned the ball against the top of the goal.
I think what they're trying to decide now as to whether or not the ball is over the top, hit the top first, or he pinned it against there. But he made the call, so I think that's what the St. Joe's coach was arguing about.
The official came over to the side here. He's saying he wants 10 more seconds put back on the clock. Obviously, when the coach came out, the clock was running. I don't think anyone picked it up at first. I know I didn't.
No, I didn't either.
Anyway, the coach has left the field. He's jumped over the fence. He's going into the stands. Oh, I'm sorry, he's walking out. Saw another guy with a blue coat going. So he's out. He's got to leave the field, the playing area. And I don't know who's in charge. Apparently, there's someone on the St. Joe's side.
Yeah, I think the guy in the green jacket over there is taking over.
Not for anything, but it says something about having regular soccer goals versus football posts or goal posts. Because it is a tough call. I mean, I could certainly understand a coach being upset looking. It's hard to judge where that ball actually hit.
If you see those vertical ones, the ones coming straight up and down, technically a ball hits that up top, and you're not in real good position, or you don't catch it real quick, it could come straight back out, and you would think it hit the goalpost, where it could be 6 inches above the goal.
Yeah, good point.
It's tough. That's a tough call for an official. You can't argue with him, though, because he was right in position. He was down on the end line.
He was. All right, 10 seconds has been put back on the clock. It's 5:46 now left in the game. St. Joe's is without their head coach, Jeff Berkson. And there's been excitement from the first minute here. East Brunswick kind of complacent. Archer clearing it out.
Oh, tough call there. Tough call on that one. Here's where the goalkeeper earns his money. And he's got it both directed defense.
And a wasted opportunity for St. Joe's. And we'll see what effect losing their coach has on the Falcons. We're inside 5 minutes. Pepe. He had Gaffin up ahead. Pushing going on now.
We got another one. Somebody said something.
It's going to be called on Hercom. I think it's Hercom, number 25. Red card, goodbye.
This could get hectic out there now. You may see more than one up there.
Actually, it was number 15. That's Greg Gatlow. So within a minute, the coach goes, and now one of the players.
Well, it's obviously something verbal to the official.
Well, he followed him across the field on the
Yeah.
last call, and he kept his mouth running, and that cost him.
The bad part about that is he sits the next game, too,
Yeah.
according to the conference rules. Which, unless they have a game tomorrow or Wednesday, is the conference tournament.
So he's got to sit out that game.
He'll be sitting something out.
But when's the situation when you can't, if you eject someone and you can't replace them? Does that happen?
Yeah, normally on a violent foul.
All right, so you could actually be short a man.
You could be short down to 7. Once you get to 7,
That's it.
it's game time.
Well, in a way, it's almost a shame that we're down to this point in the game because both teams have played quite well, particularly St. Joe's, and to have it end this way, I mean, and they're not out of it. It's 1-0 with 3:55 left in the game.
You know, just on a quick count, John, I think they're playing with 10 right now, so he probably got it. They only have 10 men out there.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lou. So they can't replace him.
Well, I think on an unsportsmanlike conduct like that, that's the official's discretion. And I guess he said it was too naughty.
From a St. Joe's player, that's hard to believe. East Brunswick now trying to crank it up here.
Oh,
Good pass, Pepe.
that's what up in East Brunswick we call nutmeg. Through the legs.
2:55 remaining.
East Brunswick's got to get off their heels. They're letting
Ball
it come
wig.
right down.
This kid can handle the ball very nicely, brings it in.
Boom. Watch out.
Shot wide left.
They're sitting back on their heels, just retreating instead of attacking the ball.
Ludwig misses to the left with 2:38.
Just watch Coach Haston down there. He's encouraging them to go to the ball.
Danny's an intense coach. Don't let anyone kid you. If you watch him on the sidelines, he's leaning with every shot.
Must call something there. I didn't see it.
Well, obviously, they decided to take control. Started in the third period. That is the officials, and we've seen 2 red cards in the last 3 minutes. Great play by Archer. Barney.
Oh, there's some outstanding play out there right now.
I'll tell you, if you're sitting at home and watching this after the fact, you've missed a great one. 1-0 with 1:23 left. Offsides. That's the first one tonight.
That was it. Just like in hockey, they pulled the goalkeeper up.
Nothing else. This is killing valuable time for St. Joe's. And an injured player.
Down.
That's Penelicki for St. Joe's. Looks like he has a cramp. He's grabbing his toe. And in this weather, it's cool out and the grass is wet. And certainly these guys are overheated. And the crowd has stayed for this one. 59 seconds. East Brunswick looking to improve their record to 12-0 and clinch the GMC. And they've got a fine team on that field. Well disciplined, well coached. It'll be exciting to follow them in the counties and states.
Should be very interesting for them. This is one of their better clubs. It's hard to say because they've had so many good ones in the past there. But this one is really well balanced, both offensively and defensively. Got a lot of good team speed, both at the defensive positions and the offensive positions.
Look, I got to tell you something. I had an opportunity to talk with someone from the Shore area, and for years the Shore was always considered the powerhouse of soccer. And in talking, and this person did not know I was from East Brunswick, and they readily admitted that the soccer kingdom now rests in East Brunswick, boys and girls. And there's no doubt, if you've seen both teams this year, both teams undefeated, ranked in the state. The girls #1 in the state, the boys #6. And there has been a dramatic shift. Soccer has moved to East Brunswick, and this is now the capital in New Jersey.
It's been a long time coming.
It's a credit to you and Dan, the job you two gentlemen have done, and the players that you've brought along.
Well, the players are the key. You know, they've worked hard. We started the winning tradition. You know, once you start winning, the kids start playing the game. They want to improve. They go to camps, and
they want to be part of it. Yeah,
right, exactly. It snowballs for you.
Yeah. Well, you know, from South River in football, it's the same idea. That tradition is there, and certainly you two guys have brought it here and brought national notoriety to East Brunswick. St. Joe's still fighting away with 20 seconds. East Brunswick's not out of this yet. Pepe looking to get it to Gaffin. It's Gaffin.
Take a shot, Gaff.
He sets up. It's him and the goalie. Shot. Saved by Pietro. 2 seconds. 1. That'll do it.
That's it.
East Brunswick shuts out St. Joe's 1-0.
That was an outstanding ball game.
Everything you wanted. Two excellent teams playing quality soccer. And East Brunswick stays undefeated.
It's a shame there had to be a loser in that game.
You're right.
You know, it was 5 minutes this way, 6 minutes this way, and it was really a nice ball game.
So both the girls and boys now registering shutouts today. Girls over Cedar Ridge, the boys here against St. Joe's. Both remain unbeaten, and the boys clinch, for all intents and purposes, the GMC Red Division.
Yeah, that should do it for them, I believe.
Excellent game, outstanding game, and I still can't speak enough about the defense of this team and the play of Karolewski in goal. 2 shots in particular. One he pinned against the bar, if you will, and the other he knocked up and over.
The other one was being in position to take it off. I believe it was off his face, but he was in the position, you know, to be there, and gave his body up for that one.
So the Bears will play Stevens tomorrow. And I guess the only thing you worry about is a letdown after a game like this, but these young men are on a mission.
I tell you, I've been there. You know, we played Westfield at a night game, and then came back Saturday morning against Edison, and it's tough getting them back up. Playing a night game and then come back with, you know, with less than 24 hours playing another game, especially the quality that this game was. You have to have a letdown. Yeah. You know, it's just a matter of hoping that you don't let down too much, and that you can hang in there until you get the adrenaline flowing again.
Well, Lou, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. It certainly made my job a lot easier, and had someone here to give us some of the inside and outside aspects of the game. Again, our final from J. Doyle Field, East Brunswick 1, St. Joe's 0. So for Lou Kossa, I'm John Meggiolaro saying thanks for being with us.